Hi folks, today's lesson is on pie charts and it's really about understanding pie charts. There's a separate lesson on how to compile and make a pie chart. So you may not be familiar with what a pie chart is. That's what it looks like typically. It's simply a way of displaying information. They are useful in seeing the proportion of something. So in this example, imagine people were choosing their favorite color. We could see that about half the people chose red as their favorite color, and blue was about twice as popular as yellow. So here's our first example, the 3 ingredients in a recipe. And we're being asked for how much is each ingredient. Well, from the pie chart, we can see the following proportions. Rice is half of the whole dish, meat is a quarter of the whole dish, and other ingredients a quarter of the whole dish. Therefore, if the whole dish weighs 300 grams, then rice is a half of that, that would be 150 grams. Meat would be a quarter of that, which is 75 grams. And other ingredients, again, would be a quarter of the dish, and that would be 75 grams. And if we check by adding our 3 ingredients together, 150 plus 75 plus 75, that does give us 300 grams, which was our original weight of the dish. Now, here in example 2, we don't actually have any sizes of the slices. Okay, therefore, we need a protractor to measure the angle for each of the sectors. A sector is a slice of a circle. So if we have a look at where I've placed the protractor, we can see that chat represents 60 degrees of the circle, and then ads 30 degrees, and then the rest of it, which would be 270 degrees, is action. Now the whole program lasted 2 hours. 2 hours is 120 minutes. And chat takes up 60 out of 360ths of the show. 60 is the angle here of the chat, and 360 degrees is the whole angle in a circle. So that's the fraction of the program, 60 out of 360ths, which is taken up by chat, and that's 1/6. Similarly, ads, which is a 30-degree angle, that takes up 30 out of 360ths, and that's 1/12. And that only leaves action, which is 270 out of 360ths, and that's 3/4. But we could see that action was 3/4 just from the diagram. Now we have to convert those fractions into actual minutes. 1/6 of 120 is 20 minutes. 1/12 of 120 is 10 minutes. And 3/4 of 120 is 90 minutes. And once again, if we take our answer, 20 plus 10 plus 90, that's 120 minutes, which was the total length of the program. Now we can do example 2 in a slightly different way. First of all, we still need the angles for chat and ads. So we still get our protractor and measure those angles. But now we think like this. Those 120 minutes that the program lasts for is being represented in a diagram which has got 360 degrees in it. That must mean that each minute of the program must represent 3 degrees of the diagram. Because 120 lots of 3 degrees gives us 360 degrees, which is the total number of degrees in the diagram. Therefore, if chat is 60 degrees, how many minutes is that? Well, if each minute is represented by 3 degrees, 60 divided by 3, that's 20 minutes. Ads, which is 30 degrees. Remember, 3 degrees is 1 minute, so if we divide 30 by 3, that gives us 10 minutes. And finally, for action, 270 degrees divided by 3, that gives us 90 minutes. So that is a different way of doing example 2. And that's how we work out from a pie chart the information required for each of the sections.